Here's the audio test. No,
we need to get position. Like, make sure everybody's balanced.
Here's where I will be sitting.
This should work.
And here's where I am sitting. Woo!
Wow.
Okay.
This is the Handcrows podcast. I'm Josh.
I'm also Sam.
And I'm Beans. Welcome to episode 2.
The second episode.
Yeah. We got another game here today.
Ooh.
For the PlayStation 2.
What a legendary console.
It's a classic.
It's a game by Namco, and it's rated T for teen. That's an ESRB rating.
It's got animated violence.
Can you guess what it is?
I don't think they can guess.
Why?
We haven't given near enough information.
I would be able to guess from that. My guess is that it is Tekken Tag Tournament by Namco.
Holy, you just got it right.
Dang.
Whoa, it's almost like he could read the box. Okay.
Well, if you guessed it right before Josh did, we'll give you
nothing.
Yeah.
All right. Care to tell them about the game, Mr. Jaj?
Absolutely, Drej. So the number one fighting game series of all time returns with a vengeance on the PlayStation 2 computer entertainment system, and all of your favorite characters are back. Now, if all of my favorite characters were back, I would be super pumped.
I would be too, but I don't recognize anybody.
Well, they're all your favorite characters.
They are?
It says here on the box.
Okay, person.
My life is a lie.
Whose name I now forget. What is today's advertisement?
Today, we are brought here by gun lamps. Badass lamps for badass people. You may be wondering to yourself, what are gun lamps? And to that I say, imagine a lamp, but also a gun.
Gun lamps.
Gun lamps.
There'll be a link in the description where you can sponsor gun lamps.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure their Kickstarter's not going well. I don't know, I haven't checked in a while.
Anyway, back to Tekken Tag Tournament.
That was the table moving. I'm sorry.
Apparently, this features 7 different game modes, including the new tag battle system.
Tag. Oh, is it like tag like you play on a playground where you run and you touch each other?
I think it's like wrestling. It says like tag battle system.
That's no fun.
Oh.
I want a game where it's tag, but in order to make somebody you have to knock them unconscious.
Oh.
That's a pretty hardcore tag.
It is.
It seems like that would take a while, though, because like, they'd just be laying there unconscious.
Yeah, I think you bring several buckets of ice water.
And then people would be, concussed. So that's another thing about that.
I never said it would be safe. I said it would be fun.
I mean, that sounds like basically what we'll be doing tomorrow with the frickin' snow war that's going to happen.
It's not a true fun time if nobody gets a concussion.
Nothing like climbing iced over concrete slopes that are a little over 45 degrees.
I was going to object to you mentioning our real life activities in this podcast, but then I remembered that everybody who listened to this already knows about this.
Exactly. But yeah, basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to get a bunch of people, build a castle out of snow, and then, we're going to pelt snow at people who are climbing up a giant concrete drainage area, and it's probably illegal, but that's okay because
the police in Norway are never going to catch us.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't think I can object to that. They're never going to.
Also, our listeners really have no idea where we are if they don't know us, so
Yeah.
It cannot be traced.
And also, for all of you that don't like this podcast, and
Fuck you.
yeah, I mean, I'm talking about a very specific person I had a conversation with this weekend who listened for about 5 seconds and then just stopped. And that person needs to fall off a wall or something.
Go commit mine straight down.
That's pretty harsh.
I know.
Speaking of which, how was your guys' weekend?
Not bad.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
What'd you do?
Slept.
Slept?
I did a lot of sleeping. I
Oh.
I just had to make up for my terrible sleep schedule.
Yeah.
I didn't do any sleeping. Actually, what ended up happening was I was sleeping in the friend I mentioned earlier's dorm who didn't listen to the podcast.
What was that guy?
Yeah. I was sleeping in his dorm, and someone else was there, and they were snoring really loudly, and I was on a hard floor, so I couldn't get to sleep. And so basically I ended up putting on white noise as loud as I could through, earbuds. And I got really trippy dreams when I finally did fall asleep.
Sounds like a good time.
That's what inspired me to make that monstrosity over there.
Cool.
I've heard of like white noise can make you hallucinate, like if you're in a sensory deprivation take, and that sounds like something really fun to try.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, like if you're in a dark space and like you have white noise and like it's like lukewarm water that you can't have any sensations, then your brain just starts to make stuff up.
Oh.
I don't think I've ever had like proper hallucinations. That sounds like something to try.
Well, I mean, you kind of have.
I mean, yeah, kind of course. It's just little things here and there.
Well, no, everything is basically a hallucination of some sort when you think about it.
I mean, yeah, we're really just a bunch of brains in jars stimulated by electrodes, so nothing is really real.
Well, that doesn't make it any less real. It just means it's all hallucinated.
It's true.
So that means our hallucinations could be considered reality
Yeah.
for us.
I mean, yeah, because if it's all just stimulation and this conversation is obviously going nowhere compared to last time.
Well, if everything's a hallucination, then nothing is.
Pardon me, guys. I'm gonna go buy some hallucinogens.
Okay.
Okay.
Just kidding, guys. Don't do drugs.
This is Handcrows episode 2.
This is a shit show.
It's really bad. This is
Get off the mic. You're making it worse.
We should just keep this awkward fest going for another hour.
Man, the wind's really picking up there.
So speaking of the white noise thing, did you get? Should we let the viewers listen to the song I made,
No.
inspired by white noise?
I mean,
No, I
think
feel
it's-
like we should continue with a review of Tekken Tag Tournament here.
Oh, all right.
I feel like that has a little more substance. For me, the game is mediocre. I mean, I've never played it, but looking at this box, you have a guy who's very clearly hitting some sort of like hyper orgasm. It's just not great, Nothing about it has flavor or style.
I'd rate it a T.
For animated violence.
Yeah.
So, do either of you have anything you want to talk about? Do we have, like, an idea, a concept that we want to bring up?
How about gun lamps, our sponsor for today?
Gun lamps sound pretty sweet, Sam.
All right.
I mean, beans.
Beans. Nobody cares
How about
fake names anymore. Everybody knows the names of it.
How about gun violence in Norway and how it's a problem?
Is it a problem?
Yes. Because it would be, well, I mean, it's gun violence. It's a problem everywhere. Just less of a major issue in Norway.
That's true.
But, like, you know how many people's lives are affected by gun violence each day in Norway?
No.
No.
I don't either. So we should look that up really quick.
You know, they say that the only thing that can stop a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun, but that's wrong. The only thing that can stop a bad guy with a gun is a gun lamp. Gun lamps are a sponsor for this week. Badass lamps for badass people.
So what you got there?
I'm just looking. It's just a thing I pulled up.
Cool. Well, I don't know how we ended up on gun violence, but we did.
Gun violence is a serious issue.
I think all kinds of violence are serious issues. I mean, like at that level, you know, if you're not just punching each other for fun. You know, gun violence, knife violence, nuke violence is pretty bad.
Nuke violence is a serious problem.
Especially since there's none of it.
Okay, let's see.
I drew a picture of gun violence statistics
Oh.
right here. We can look at that if you want.
It's very profound.
1.75 people died in Norway in 2012 due to guns.
1.75?
Yeah, 1.75.
That's insane.
The Netherlands did a bit better.
That's more than one.
Yeah.
That's
They-
almost 2.
They did
Shit.
they did 0.58 at the Netherlands. So
I feel sorry for that 0.58 of a person that just died.
so
Can we
look
get an F in the comments?
so it looks like homicide rate in the Netherlands due to gun violence, or not Netherlands, Norway, was 0.1. The homicide rate was 1.63.
Per what?
That's right. And then it was perfectly legal. I don't know. There's just a bar that says legal in country. And it has nothing there.
Gun lamps are legal in this country. And you
Hell
should buy
yeah.
one.
Alright,
So, we got a couple of questions in the comments last time.
yes. Continue.
Let's take a look at them. So, first up, we have Greg Salins, who's... That just sounds like some magenta-ass looking motherfucker. Asks, so if Drew is a pain in my ass, is that bad?
Handcrows podcast.
What do we think, guys?
I'm Science, and I'm Dreard or Pooser.
No, I don't think it's a bad thing at all.
You know, I feel like you would say
Today, we have with us
Okay. What?
What?
French copy of
Why are we playing that?
Tell us about that.
Why am I, what?
I feel like
Are we playing something?
Why? Okay, I guess not. I'm just hallucinating.
I feel like any pain is a bad thing. I know we covered last time that causing pain for other people, you know, is the basis of doing something that's inherently wrong.
Are we causing pain to our viewers right now?
Yes.
Or just ourselves?
You're causing pain for the viewers, given all this shit that you're playing.
This sounds amazing. Multiple characters and
What about pain that leads to a better long-term goal? What are your thoughts on that, Beans, Sam?
I think that's an okay thing, you know. Which begs the question, going back to like our original topic here: are you, Drew, leading toward a long-term goal for this Dr. Greg Salins?
Well, I don't know.
Okay, so we have your answer. We don't know.
We don't know. All right. The other question is which would win? Something. Oh yeah. Who would win? Old guy with celery or monkey with cheese?
I think for this one we have to maybe call in a separate guest.
Well,
No, I think we should take a crack at it.
No,
first.
no.
Okay.
These were two different questions. Who would win? That's the first question. So, who would win?
Steak.
No, I think of 1,000 Lions.
1,000 Lions. How about the sun?
I'm going with 5 Marines.
I'm gonna have to say singularity.
Oof, that's a good one.
Because, I mean, that's just to infinity of anything.
I was doing a rock, paper, scissors one time, and it was like rock, paper, scissors, and I did singularity.
Mm-hmm.
And they just, I never saw them again. I think they
Well,
were intimidated.
It depends on what you're trying to do. Like, who would win?
I'm going to throw a real dark horse in there. I think I would win.
Why? You gotta follow that up with something.
Yeah, what do you bring to the table that makes you a character to win?
I feel like I bring a very agreeable personality. And, I don't know.
This is actually a pretty difficult question to answer. Because first you have to establish who is who. And then you have to establish, like, the competition. What are we measuring? Like, you know, is this, like, golf rules? Or,
That's
like,
true.
whoever comes out on top?
Who would win?
You can't necessarily say the better one. Because if you say the better one, you're assuming that you're trying to see who's better. It might be the person that's worse that wins.
Yeah, it's true. It just depends on what you're looking for. I feel like without having any more context to this question, we can't effectively answer that.
I don't know. I think we might be able to answer it if we dig deep enough into it.
That's true. I think it comes down to personal, criteria. Like, it's what you're looking for. That's what wins. So every person is going to have a different winner for themselves.
All right.
That's pretty deep.
I'm looking up who would win to see what the internet has to say to this. Because it might provide some deeper
Wait, who said the
insight.
internet was a part of our podcast?
Well,
Who said it wasn't?
yeah.
It's fair enough.
I mean, gun lamps use the internet to get those. Oh, fuck, we're offline. Okay.
Speaking of gun lamps.
Oh, it's a
have-
book. Who would win Battle Royale?
So the answer is Battle Royale?
The answer is Battle Royale.
Battle Royale
Battle
always
Royale.
wins.
It's Cobra versus Komodo Dragon.
I think we've...
You can purchase this book on Amazon. Oh, wait. So this is a Battle Royale versus hippos.
So, wait, are those the contestants that are pictured on the cover?
Yes, the contestants are...
I don't think that's made clear.
So, I think this is rhino versus hippo. Who would win between a rhino and a hippo?
Well, again, it depends on what we're looking for.
Well, that's a good question.
Like,
I think we already established that this is a battle royale.
Yeah.
So I think who would kill the other one?
Oh, okay, then I'm going to go well, that's a difficult question. I'm going to go the hippo.
It definitely depends on environment.
Yeah.
Um,
Water environment. Well, let's just okay, so the background on the cover is blue. So let's assume they're in the ocean.
Then definitely the hippo.
Oh, yeah, I think the
can
hippo
swim.
takes it.
Okay.
Hippos can swim really fast.
So then the next question is Wolverine versus hyena.
Are you talking Wolverine like an actual animal Wolverine?
The
or about like
animal. The
Hugh
animal.
Jackman. Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
I feel like a Wolverine is better at swimming than a hyena.
I don't know. I mean, dogs are pretty good.
Yeah.
But I feel like definitely if the hyena's like alone, dogs are very pack-based animals.
they can only doggy paddle too.
It's true. I think the hyena might take it in that case.
But they are in the middle of the ocean.
They are in the middle of the ocean. That does make a difference.
All right. So we'll come back to that one. The second one is boa constrictor versus crocodile.
I give that one to the crocodile.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely no contest.
The next one is killer whale versus shark.
See, this is a time to bring about a very important point. Killer whales is a terrible stereotype.
Yeah.
We need to end the stereotype.
Wait, why?
Killer whales. Well, a killer whale is wrong. Number one, it's not really a whale. It's more of a. Oh, I don't even know what it is.
The killer part is accurate. They're just not whales.
Yeah.
Well, they're in a similar family though.
I
Like
mean,
with dolphins
They're
and
marine
stuff.
mammals.
Yeah.
They're not whales.
Well, yeah, I guess they're closer to dolphins, but once again, they're still like kind of whales.
Actually, I'm not even sure what family they are in. Could you Google that?
Well, right now we have to answer who would win.
Okay, so what were the contestants again? I was
Alright.
too caught up in my.
I'm gonna list off all the contestants. We got in the middle of the ocean. Who would win in a battle royale? A rhino, a hyena, a boa constrictor, a killer whale, a T-Rex, a hippo, a wolverine, a crocodile, a shark, or is that a velociraptor? Yeah, a velociraptor.
I'm gonna go with the killer whale just because it can swim.
I'm gonna go with the killer dolphin too.
Yeah. I think pretty much everything else would drown, except for maybe the shark. But when it comes down to it, I think the killer whale would outsmart the shark.
Yeah, they're pretty smart.
Yeah. So, but then again, the hippo can swim too. And so, like, I feel like one big chomp out of the side of the killer whale, the hippo might have it.
Well, the problem is though the hippo, like it.
Aren't hippos freshwater animals anyway?
Yeah,
We're in the ocean.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Also, like they can't really hold their breath for as long as killer whales can. So if the battle was taking a little bit deeper than the surface, I mean, killer whale would have it.
That's true. Yeah. All right.
So
That answers the question, who would win?
The answer is the killer whale.
And then the third question we had was, sorry, let me bring it up here. Old guy with celery or monkey with cheese?
Delicious.
well, I think I prefer monkeys to old people, and I prefer cheese to celery. So for me, that's an easy choice. Monkey with cheese.
Yeah.
For me, it depends on whether the sandwich is fried or whether it's just like plain bread. Because if it's fried, then like it's definitely got to be cheese. But I don't know. There's something about celery, just raw.
Well, I feel like the celery and old man would make for a really, like, especially if you use the greens, it'd make for a really, like, aromatic soup. Whereas I feel the monkey and cheese would be more preferable, like you said, in, like, a fried sandwich form.
Yeah.
Or maybe drumsticks. Would you eat monkey drumsticks? With, like, a cheese?
I feel like you just-
Mum sticks.
You just stick like the whole monkey in an oven. Whether it's like still alive or dead, I think that's your choice. You know, it's personal preference.
Okay, but you do need to remove all the hair. Like, no hair.
Well, yeah, that's usually unless you're one of those crazy bastards who likes to eat hair. I mean, I know you're out there.
I'm trying to think though. Like, I don't know. What I've heard people kind of taste like pork. So like the old guy might taste a bit like pork. or deer or something.
I'm assuming the monkey would taste like that too. The question also
I feel
is
like the old guy would be a little too gamey. Yeah,
yeah.
Maybe. But the monkey might be more gamey.
that's true.
It depends on how old the monkey is. Because like I'm feeling like the old guy would be kind of tough.
We could always do baby monkeys. That might make it better. Because, the baby monkey doesn't understand. It hasn't been around long enough to understand what life is.
What
The
about
old man, he understands. He gets it. So,
I mean, it raises the question: Do monkeys have existential thought?
well, probably.
That's a
But,
good point.
not as babies?
yeah, the baby monkey is too young. It's trying to figure things out
Baby
still.
monkey soup. We get a bunch of them. We boil them.
Oh, is it like a chowder? Is it like a Wisconsin cheese soup? Is that where the cheese comes in?
Oh yeah.
So, Wisconsin cheese soup with mixed in monkey flesh. And maybe some hair, just for good measure.
See, I was more visualizing it like cheese curds. So what you do is you have the little baby monkeys and you feed them like exclusively cheese. And then at that point, then you can just fry them and it's like a meaty covering over like cheese inside.
Ooh, it could be like head cheese, which is basically like a gravy block made out of brains. So you just like take...
But does head cheese really count as cheese?
But it could combine like the monkey and the cheese. You take the monkey's head, you boil it, and then you get all the gelatin and such and brains and mash it up with some of the other meat from the monkey. And then you like put that in the oven. You got your head cheese. And then you can like take that, refrigerate it, take slices of it, and put it on sandwiches.
Serve it with crackers and such.
Yeah.
Delectable.
Yeah. Whereas, like, the old guy with celery, once again, the celery, it's hard to find a place for that.
Celery is kind of... celery... I'll throw this out there. Celery is kind of a waste of time. Like, since it's so much water, it takes longer to eat celery than it's worth.
Oh, no, I love eating celery. But, like, with old guy, that's just not a good pairing.
That's true. And you do have to sort of give in to cannibalism to eat this old man.
See, that's
Unless
not-
you're, of course, a listener of a different species. In which case, go eat your old man.
Okay, maybe that's a different way to frame it. If you gave the monkey with cheese, like, is one actually better than the other? Like, if you gave an old man, like a dead old man, and celery
Wait.
to another animal...
It was never implied that he was dead.
Well, you're gonna... Oh, so we could be eating them alive.
That's true.
I feel like the old man would
I feel
just be
like-
grumpy about it. Like, if you're eating the monkey, like, yeah, it's going to scream a little bit. But at least it's not going to lecture you about your lazy generation.
Yeah, it's much easier to break all of a monkey... Actually, wait, the old man might have osteoporosis. And so there's a chance his bones might be easier to break. Because
Okay.
if he's
Immobilize him.
Yeah, if they're still alive, you're going to have to immobilize them in
See,
some way.
with proper equipment, I don't think bones are too hard to crack, even like osteoporosis or no.
Yeah, that's true. But the monkey's going to be a lot easier either way.
I don't know. Because monkeys would be better at escaping than the old man. You know, old man, you just get over there and you say, hey. And then you break his legs and you leave him alive.
Why are we talking about this?
We're going to be on a bunch of lists now.
Thank you
Christian White.
for your questions. Okay. So you got your answers. Who would win? The answer is Battle Royale. And,
No, it's the killer whale was the final answer.
well, yeah. But that's only in the instance of Battle Royale. Now, and your second answer is monkey with cheese. Unless you're talking about eating them alive, then it's old man, because puts up less of a fight.
Well, I think we just decided that the monkey tastes better, but the old man, it's easier access.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so we're gonna bring on a guest.
Bring in very heavy quotation marks.
Now, do we have a question we want to ask the guest?
I think we ask him the old man with celery or monkey with cheese again. Because
Alright.
we've already gotten our
we need
perspective.
some new takes on this.
Yeah.
All right. So we're calling him. Also, feel free to call in at any time.
Hello, this is James Horehouse. You got the deal, we got the how.
All right. So, listeners, who you're listening to right now, his name is Greg Justice. He's a cop.
Okay.
Greg Justice, we have a question for you.
Yeah?
So,
Old man with celery or monkey with cheese?
Did you say monkey with cheese?
yep,
Yeah.
Is this on the podcast?
yes.
Fuck you guys.
That was Greg Justice, everybody.
With his answer.
Remember to leave more comments, either serious or not, in
Yes.
the comments below this Handcrows episode.
Comment your own questions and feel free to call in live right now.
We're waiting. Alright, we're just gonna sit here until someone calls in live.
Greg Justice is kind of a dick.
Yeah,
He didn't even answer the
what a
question.
piece of shit.
Now, honestly, though, is cannibalism okay?
I mean, it would solve world hunger and overpopulation.
Overpopulation isn't really an issue, though.
Well,
Not anymore. With cannibalism.
Well,
I mean, we're just preparing for future problems here.
no, but it won't ever be a problem. Like, the
Well,
population...
it won't be ever be a problem if we eat each other.
Yeah.
Well, even then, like, it's gonna just cap out. Most of the population growth right now is from third world countries that are just starting to industrialize. Like, and that's eventually gonna cap off. I mean, in developed countries, like, population growth is really starting to slow down or even go backwards. Like Japan. Japan, it's just going, pfft. It's all just old people.
You heard it here. Bring your celery to Japan. Have yourself a delicious feast.
Now, how do you prepare? What other ways are there to prepare old people with, or old man with celery?
Other preparations?
Well, you got to tell him first that you got to prepare him mentally for this. So you got to say, look, old man, I appreciate your contributions, but I'd appreciate your contributions more if you were in my belly.
Now, which ingredient is more difficult to get?
Celery.
You got a point.
I mean,
Old people are everywhere.
yeah, and celery doesn't grow on trees.
It does not.
Plus, old people are free, whereas celery costs like
Human life
$3.
costs nothing.
See, the monkey with cheese would be more expensive, which explains why it would cost more.
Yeah, neither monkeys nor cheese grow on trees.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I'm not so sure about the cheese. I've never seen a cheese tree, but I'm fairly confident they don't exist. I don't know.
Oh, wait, bye.